the Triforce of Wisdom, Link. The evil wizard Ganon has the Triforce of Power. Whoever gets both Triforces will rule this land forever. You must help me, Link.
Hey, for you, Zelda, anything.
Nice job, hero.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
It's action, it's drama, it's comedy. It's Decian, the superhero webcomic. Decian has superhero antics and sexy girls. Catch updates weekly at Decian.com and NoSuperPants.com.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Pixels in the Animation. I am one of your hosts, Chief Jim Mike. Joining me is TV's Mr. Neil.
Those without Triforce cannot get in.
Yeah, Link already zapped that problem away and turned it hot and cold.
Yeah, that's the terrible English saying that if you try to get into Death Mountain before having all 8 pieces of Triforce, that's what some old guy says to you.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Love that old translation. It's terrible.
What game is that from?
The first Zelda.
Oh my god. Today, in episode 20 of Pixels, we are here to recap the Legend of Zelda, 13 episodes. Pretty cool run. Wish there were more. At the same time, I don't wish there were more because they would have inevitably just said, screw it, we're going to be lazy and do something stupid. Overall, I don't know. My brain didn't explode watching these 13 episodes like it did multiple times watching 52 episodes of Super Show.
Right.
Oh, man. I don't know. Alright, so some favorite moments. Honestly, for me in this series, it's the music. Anytime the hero theme pops up, anytime the villain theme pops up, anytime Link just misses it by that much, just that constant tease of that. Of course, Zelda having an evil twin, really like that moment. But overall, I mean, there's so many good... The funny thing about the series is there's so many good moments and not a lot of bad ones I can think of.
Every time you do that Maxwell Smart voice, I keep thinking of Link having a shoe phone in his inventory.
Yeah.
Not a lot of bad moments. A lot of good ones. It's not it's not a great cartoon. I mean, it's kind of got no beginning and no end. It's like all middle and like no character development, but still, it's fun.
Yeah. For least favorite moments, like you just said, there weren't. Like, there's nitpicks in the animation, like a few of the moments that, we can nitpick the animation and say that it's bad animation. But there wasn't, like we said in Super Show, thankfully there was no bad rap in this.
Yeah, no characters.
Thankfully, they didn't do anything here that was really... Sure, they made real-world jokes, but they didn't really do anything in this cartoon to date it to the late 80s at all.
Right.
Alright, so for me, favorite characters. I think...
there were really only 5.
Yeah, people are pretty much going to guess this, but Zelda, Evil Zelda, Link, Ganon, and I really, even though I thought that the Moblins Are Revolting episode was kind of, but I really like the head Moblin because he even points out, he's like, oh, I see why Ganon always hates us. Because they can't do anything right.
Right.
Characters for you?
Well, obviously Zelda and Link. I also kind of like Doof, just because he's Doof. He's an idiot.
Yes.
And I like Ganon. I like the sinister voice they gave him.
Yeah, Lynn Carlson. Oh man, Big Boss from Cops.
Oh
Oh,
my God, I would never have picked that out.
seriously?
Yeah, because didn't he kind of have like the stereotypical gangster voice? He's like, "Yeah, see, I'm
Yeah, see, yeah, yep.
gonna rub you out."
There, there are like it's when Ganon is not being all dark and sinister like this. It's when he's talking normally that I can pick up on the Big Boss.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess I can see that.
Yeah. Least favorite characters or characters we hate. Anyone can pretty much guess what mine is.
Sprite.
It's Toad's wife, Sprite.
Sandy Duncan.
Oh God! You know what? It would have been better if it was voiced by Sandy Duncan.
Yeah. And there'd be no reason to pitch her voice up because she does already have a really, not a high voice, but a very feminine voice that would have worked for Sprite. Whereas this actress, they pitched her up really high and she was really grating. It's like, please stop talking.
Oh God!
My magic is so powerful. Shut up.
I can't believe I just thought of this now.
What?
The Legend of Zelda. The characters. It's Peter Pan.
You've never noticed that Link looks like Peter Pan?
Oh, I noticed it. But as we're talking through the characters, I'm like, yeah, Zelda's Wendy. Sprite is Tink. Ganon could be Hook, if he wasn't a pig-faced liar.
I'll get you, Peter Pan. I can't do that voice. That actor is great too.
Yeah. Yeah, I always knew Link had a resemblance to Peter Pan,
Yeah.
but just thinking about it now, episodes we love. I don't think we gave any of the episodes lower than maybe a 2.
I don't really remember anyone that I explicitly hated, although I might have blocked them out, as I tend to do. Like virtually all of Super Show is already forgotten.
Go back and listen to the podcast, you'll remember.
Like okay, memory erase, me, gone.
Yeah. But no, seriously, like, and it's not even the whole thing of, oh, we need to wash the taste of Super Show out of our mouth. That's not at all what it is for me. It's like I watch Super Show, and like Neil, you know, we both suffered through that cartoon. And here, looking at this, it's like there's no real... I mean, if I really want to say something, I guess I could say I didn't. Out of the 13 episodes, Kiss and Tell is my least favorite because Frog Link is just the creepiest thing ever. When it comes to Link,
And it's one where Sprite was in the plot the most because she had to follow around with Link.
yeah, and it's not even because of that I dislike it. It's because of, oh, Zelda, why would you kiss me? It's because of the Frog Link voice is why I don't like the episode. But really, like Frog Link, Kiss and Tell, and possibly Fairies in the Spring are the 2 out of the 13 that I really don't care for. The other 11 are fine. I still say that even though it has a lot of animation trouble, I still say Doppelganger and Missing Link are the 2 best episodes of the series.
Yeah. Yeah, about the bad animation. I mean, yeah, there wasn't as much as in the Super Show, and I mean, I think the worst the animation ever got, it was basically like wall-eyed characters, you know, one eye pointed one way, one eye pointed the other. I mean, it wasn't like the Mario cartoon where characters were constantly colored wrong or the wrong person was talking or oh god, that cartoon. It was much more tolerable, and you know, if this was the age of digital editing, that stuff could have been easily fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the worst example of bad animation is the staffos in the second to last episode. Just really dumb.
Yeah. I didn't mention this. I forget which episode it is. Oh no, it is. It is Missing Link, where he grabs this, where the staffo is like, that's a nice. It's after Link is now faking being unconscious. The staffo's like, that's a nice hat. I think I'll try it. Oh yeah, you really want that stuff? And he grabs him, and he grabs him like, now give me a bomb. And the whole time, I was waiting for the staffo to pull the bomb out of his chest. Because isn't that where it comes from?
Yeah, I think so.
It just appears. It's already in his hand.
He pulled it out of hammer space.
Yeah.
But you know what else is weird about that is that they're already in the evil jar. If Link zaps him, what happens? It's like does he like die forever and ever, or does he like disappear and then immediately reappear? I think the second option would be funnier.
Yeah. All right, so let's go overall. This series so far, I know we've only had 2 here in Pixels and Animation, but so far, this is the best one. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are certain things about Super Show I like, but after because with the Super Show production, when we were doing those episodes, we were recording like 2, 3, 4 episodes a week sometimes.
With a gun in our mouths.
Every couple of weeks. And it was just, it was cool with a lot of the guest stars and all that stuff. And oh, geez, we cannot do this episode without even mentioning defective gadgetry.
Yes.
The clips. Oh my God, you've got, and I think we mentioned it in that episode, but we've got Maurice LaMarche as Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. And we had overall neglected bringing up the live action segments just because it would have been too much work because there's not too many of them on the DVD set, so I didn't really want to track them down this time. No. But this was not only was it worth mentioning, but this was probably the best guest star spot on the entire show out of all 65 episodes.
Yeah, it really, really was. I mean, I guess I could argue the Magic Johnson was kind of cool, even though he was in a bathroom mirror. But that's just like my inner 9-year-old, because back then I kind of liked watching the NBA. Nowadays, not so much. But overall, Zelda, it's still, at least for me, a damn fine cartoon. Sure, it's not perfect, but very rarely are cartoons perfect. Every cartoon you'll watch, I'm sure someone, no matter who you are, you're going to find something wrong with it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Zelda, that's all, folks. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 20. We're done with Zelda. This episode will go live, I believe, the 29th of November. Neil and I are going to take December off from releasing stuff. We may, at some point before or after Christmas, record some stuff for Captain N, the Captain N run. But we're pretty much going to take the last month of the year off. And we'll come back probably Wednesday, because that's the other thing. I think I mentioned it in one of the other episodes in an intro, but Wednesday is the new day for Pixels, because we have this whole new show schedule at GCRN, and it's every other Wednesday now. So Pixels has gone bi-weekly. So every other Wednesday you'll get a Pixels. And we'll probably start back the 22nd of January. That way it gives us enough time on either side of the holidays to, if we decide to get together and record an episode or two, or we want to just wait until after the holidays. That'll be that. So, thank you for joining us here on Pixels in the Animation. There are several ways to get in contact with us, leave feedback for the show. Visit the website, geekcastradio.com. You can also head on over to animationaficionados.com and nosuperpants.com.
Yes.
Email us, feedback at geekcastradio.com. Leave the show's feedback in iTunes, please do this. Follow us on Twitter, at geekcastradio is the network Twitter. Mine is TFG and Mike. What is your Twitter?
Neil Sama.
Become a fan on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/geekcastradio network. You can also search out Neil's Classic Gaming and Decian Comic over there as well. Call the voicemail line. Tell us what you're leaving the message for and your name. 502-526-5821. We hope you enjoyed this latest episode of Pixels in the Animation. Wish you'll join us in 2014 when we will be sucked into the ultimate warp zone when we start Captain N, the Game Master. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. We'll be covering the first 3 episodes of the series, those being Kevin and Riddigoland, How's Bayou, and the Most Dangerous Game Master.
Oh, jeez. Another cartoon that rips off that damn movie. Oh my god. The plot to The Most Dangerous Game has been ripped off so many times. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that episode.
Yeah, we will. For now, I am TFG and Mike with
TV's Mr. Neil.
Tune in next year and help us find the Pixels in the Animation. Have a happy holiday, whatever the hell you people celebrate.
Mega bye.
Tell Ganon that next time I'll stick his head into the pile. Phew.
Zelda!
Link!
Oh boy, smooching time!
Ah!
Oh!
Don't try that again, Buster.
Welcome to Videoland.
Mega high! Wake up, Kid Icarus.
Welcome to Castlevania.
It's Congo Land!
My brain will get you, little princess.
Princess, the palace is under siege.
Behold, the ultimate warp zone.
Kevin, I thought I told you to clean up your room. Whoa!
Captain N, the Game Master.